Okay. Are you ready to go?
You did. You recorded it, didn't you?
I did not.
Why are we laughing?
Just because.
Right.
Now we're going.
Oh, jeez.
All right. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us on another edition of ExtremeHealthRadio.com. This is the Free for All Friday show.
Yay!
Kate says with blackberries falling out of her mouth.
That was attractive. Are you attracted to me right now with blackberries falling out of my mouth?
Your teeth are black.
Seeds everywhere.
No, they're not.
Ah.
So thank you, everyone, for joining us here. It's a beautiful day here in Southern California. I hope you're having a good day wherever you are. And today's date is... What's the date today, Kate? The
21st, I believe?
Yeah, that's right. March 21st, 2013. And if you'd like to follow us on Facebook, feel free to do that. ExtremeHealthRadio.com/Facebook. And it'd be great to have you join our community that seems to be growing every single day, and it's a lot of fun.
Totally.
Yeah, we love it. And if you'd like to join us and what we've got going on, that would be excellent. We'd love to have you a part of it. Currently, we do shows 4 days a week now. Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
Right.
Actually, we do 3 interviews a week and 1 free-for-all Friday show. Anyway.
That's still 4 shows. Anyway you add that up, still 4.
Sometimes it doesn't happen on Friday, but...
We call it Friday
We
show.
call it a Friday show.
Or whenever we get around to it show.
Yeah, whenever we get around to its show. So I want to thank you, everyone. And this is episode number 90.
Gee.
10 more shows, and we're going to crack the 3-digit number.
We'll toast with some kombucha.
Pretty cool, huh?
Yeah.
So, yeah, episode 90. So if you're interested in checking out the show notes here, you can do so at extremehealthradio.com/90. And that would be great to have you check that out. And we usually post the transcripts on there and the show notes and different links that we mentioned and different books that we mention or the guest mentions all go on those show notes. So there's no real need for you to take notes. You can just sit back and enjoy the show, and we'll put everything on those show notes.
Yep.
Pretty cool.
We'll do the work.
We'll do the work for you.
We'll leave the light on for you.
Tom Baudet.
Tom. Nice. Throwback right there.
That's right. If you'd like to support us in any way, feel free to do that. I would love to have your support. You can do so if you buy on Amazon is a great way to support us. And you can do so every single time that you make a purchase on Amazon. We would greatly appreciate your support. And you can just go to extremehealthradio.com/Amazon. And Maggie's licking Kate's hand right now.
She smells berries.
She wants berries.
Maggie, are you a fruitarian? You wouldn't think dogs would like berries.
She's a breatharian.
She's a breatharian.
But you could do so at extremehealthradio.com/Amazon, and you don't have to buy anything related to health. You can purchase anything you'd like, and we'll get a little commission for it. That will help to support our work. It's a great way to support us, and we've got lots of people doing that. And if you would like to do that, that would be great. And what else have we got going on? Let's see. We had a good week of guests. I am so far behind on the show, putting shows up. It's unbelievable. I'm so far behind.
What is your problem? Such a slacker.
Such a slacker.
There's so much to do, man.
Yeah, it's just amazing how much. So who did we have this week?
Adam
Bergstrom.
Mm-hmm.
That was a really, really cool show. If you guys are interested in him, he's going to be a regular guest, and he's just a fascinating guy. He's into something called chronobiotic nutrition, and it's eating solar, so it's eating foods at a certain time. And the cool thing is that you don't have to follow any particular diet. So you could eat solar no matter what your diet is, and increase the nutrition and benefits of any diet, really.
And that's just that eating certain things at certain times of the day.
Certain things at certain times of the day. So
or night.
So what happens is it all is based on geometry and the angle of the sun that hits the food. Mm-hmm. And so when the sun first rises, the first food that gets the rays of the sun, are going to be foods that are high off the ground.
Right, like the trees, the fruits.
The trees and fruits.
Nuts even.
So those would be good to eat in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
The nuts and the fruits and things. And then as the sun continues to rise, then it starts hitting different angles of food lower down on the ground. And so like what you would eat at night would be root vegetables, potatoes, carrots, beets, and things like that. Fish, because they're actually under the ground. And according to him, all of our organs resonate at a certain frequency and work on different times. So different times of the day, different organs, actually function at much higher levels. So
who knew any of this?
It's amazing.
Just how I was super shocked when I first learned that that your teeth and different organs all correlate to different things in your body. Each tooth is a different organ. It blows your mind.
Yeah, it's fascinating, isn't it?
Yeah, you know what I love about Adam too is that I just really respect his willpower when he talked on the last interview about how he would go through seasons where he'd be up at 1 or 3 in the morning or 3 to 4 and just meditate and be awake, because he also believes there's certain times that is more beneficial.
Yeah.
When you get the full effect of those practices. But I thought, gosh, he was an inspiration to me to get my act together. I mean, I wake up at 8 and I act like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, not 8, but
yeah.
What
yeah,
I don't know.
Drive,
sure.
He's an amazing guy.
He's cool.
He's so cool. Let's see, what else do we have? We had
Bradley Nelson.
He's on the show. He's episode 87. Mm-hmm. And who else did we have? Oh, Stephen Hewer. From Synergistic Nutrition. Golly, what a wealth of information that guy is.
Yeah.
If you are interested in healthy whey protein powder and other products put out by his company, Synergistic Nutrition, you got to check his stuff out. He's this cutting edge guy.
I cannot wait to try that whey. That guy had so much information, my mind was reeling after.
Yeah. He was into meditation and spiritual stuff and everything. And how your cells resonate and be able to attract things, and just amazing guy. I can't even say, he's just you got to listen to that interview. It was really good.
Yeah.
And then who else do we have?
Well, we had the 3 of them. I think that was...
No, there was... Well, Bradley Nelson was Bradley Nelson this week?
I think he was last Monday.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, wasn't he?
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
You're losing it.
I'm losing track here. I need some ginkgo biloba for my brain.
What does that do for you? Oh, your brain.
I think
brain
it's good.
energy.
I think it's good for your brain, yeah. Well, we've got a lot to get to today. We've got a few listener questions that I want to get to, but I also want to talk about a couple things that have changed with our website here recently. I want to just let you know. With our website, my mom actually does the transcriptions of our website, so of all the interviews. So it's really, really great for a lot of reasons. But one of the cool things about the transcription is that anything a guest says is actually searchable on our website. So if you want to hear what all of our guests have to say about candida, or all of our guests have to say about bone cancer or something, the really great thing is that you can search our website for bone cancer or candida, and a lot of articles will come up as well. But anytime a guest has mentioned those things, you can get their gist or their take on. You can read what they said about it, which is really cool, because we interview raw food people, vegan people, paleo style diet, all kinds of different takes on nutrition.
Right.
And so you can search their actual words that they said in the interview. So I want to let everyone know that that's possible.
That is such a cool feature.
Yeah, it's amazing.
That's helpful. I wish every site had that, because
because a lot of people will say, hey, so-and-so mentioned this XYZ, and usually the person asking the question knows the word or the phrase that the guest mentioned.
Right.
But they can't find it, and they don't want to listen to a whole show to scroll through the show and find it. But by doing a search on our website, you can get that information easy.
Too cool.
Which is cool. But the problem is that it takes about a week or more to do one show. And so it's taking...
You mean to transcribe one show?
To transcribe one show. So it's taking a long time. But we've got about, I think, 20 episodes transcribed so far.
Yeah.
And so I want to let everyone know about that. And also, Another feature we have on our site is a voicemail option. If you want to leave us a voicemail that we can play on the air, you can do so at extremehealthradio.com/voicemail, and you can actually record it right from your computer. And what will happen is we'll get a little notification, and we can play your voicemail on the air to our guest or to us. So a lot of people weren't using the phone line, and I think some people are shy, and don't want to be on the show, but using that voicemail option, I think would be a good thing.
Yeah.
And so use that out, or check that out, use it, and see how it works. And hopefully it works good for you, and we can play your message on the air.
That'd be fun.
And we've also added a little site stripe at the top of our website. You'll see it. It's a little yellow, long, narrow, rectangular box just below the menu bar. And there's on the very left, there's a little light bulb there, and there's just a little message of things that are going on with the site. So if we have the next interview coming up, or if Sir Thrival is running a promotion where you can get some sort of discount, or if any of the products that we are promoting run discounts and specials, we'll put them there, or we'll leave links to the next upcoming show. So it's kind of like a little Twitter thing, or it's kind of like a little news flash kind of thing on our website. So I want to let you know about that. And we're rebuilding our store.
You got it going?
Yeah, it's going. Took me, oh man, that's one of the reasons why I don't have the last 2 shows up, is because I've been working on that. But it's really going to be a cool thing, and we're excited about it. So we're going to redo the entire store and add the products on there, and it's going to be a much better.
When's that going to be available? Do you know?
Probably I'd say in the next couple weeks.
Oh, cool.
I'd say. And it's March 21st, 2013.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe April sometime.
Oh, no, this is April.
Oh, this is April.
I didn't even correct you.
I lost
April
track.
21st.
April 21st. So maybe May, I think.
Maybe we're living in back. Maybe we're back in time right now.
We're back in time.
We have the answer. We know how to do it. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, so that's another thing. And we're buying some equipment, which is going to be really great to allow for phone conversations, because I'm not too excited about the quality of the shows in terms of the technology and the way we're doing it. So having some equipment where we can actually record phone calls and not have to use Skype where there's a delay is going to be a really great thing. So we're going to do that. And we're going to be moving into a live show. Not sure when that's going to happen, but that will be soon.
That'll be so fun.
And we'll be able to take listener questions via Skype. So that'll be a lot of fun. And what else is going on? I have show announcements and YouTube videos, but I don't know what that. Why I put that down. There's so much to get to here with this show. One of the things we wanted to talk about was some of the things that we do on a daily basis to stay healthy and to maintain health and to improve our health. And we get a lot of questions about that. I know you've been getting some, Kate.
Yeah, I have. Do you want me to expand on that?
Please.
Well, I've had an email or so asking about my skincare.
Oh, yeah.
Stuff that I use. And to be honest, I'm still trying to work through that and figure out what I think is the most idyllic products to use. But,
right.
yeah, I mean, some simple things I've done lately. I've been using coconut oil on my face every night before bed. And you think that it would be greasy, make you break out, all this stuff. But it soaks into your face, and it's almost like you need like 2 or 3 applications of it to actually feel hydrated.
Oh, really?
Yeah, but my gosh, like since I've been doing that, my skin has just become awesome.
Wow.
More so.
Yeah.
Because I've never had great skin, but now it just feels like it's changing in texture and the pores are closing, and it looks like better skin. It's gorgeous. And then, what else have I been doing? I've been adding in baking soda to my toothbrush.
Oh, yeah, to your
routine
toothbrush
at night.
Yeah. Do you still use toothpaste or no?
Yeah, I'm trying to steer away from it. I use kind of a, quote, natural toothpaste from the health food store.
Right.
But, I think like most people, you're just addicted to that minty after
that
flavor.
that foamy, frothy.
So I haven't fully moved out of that yet, but I use that, and then I put a scoop of baking soda in hot water, swish that around for like 20 seconds, and then just let that sit on my teeth afterward and go to bed like that.
Yeah, it's kind of salty, isn't it?
It's kind of salty, and it's weird when the salt meets the mint. It's kind of
the mint,
a little funky combo.
Mint and salt.
Not so good. But I feel like I was telling you I had this tooth pain that was bothering me for like a couple weeks.
Oh, yeah.
And this was like a month ago. And ever since I started doing that, I haven't even felt it.
Wow. So, that's cool.
Yeah, maybe there's something to that.
Yeah. I know for a while there I'm doing that same thing with my teeth. And for a while there I was using salt and as well as some sea salt and a little drop of 3% hydrogen peroxide, which would be really good.
Yeah.
That's kind of like an old recipe that people used to use for hundreds of years,
What does the hydrogen peroxide do again?
It kills pathogens and bacteria
and the baking soda just neutralizes your mouth acids and stuff?
Yeah, it alters the pH of your mouth, and so it's really good. So the baking soda is really good, I found, for after you eat fruit or anything sweet, is to remove those acids from your teeth.
Right. So I shouldn't be sitting here right now after I'd ate all those berries. I should be
Well, on the break we can do some swishing around.
I'll go swish at the break.
Yeah. So that's a good a good combination is some warm water to swish your mouth out, warm water, baking soda, and a drop or two of hydrogen peroxide.
Cool.
And
it's just little things that start making the difference. Sorry, what were you going to say?
Well, you can't use the hydrogen peroxide if you have metal fillings.
Oh, right.
Or more accurately,
amalgam
mercury fillings.
Mercury, right.
Because
it reacts with the metal in the mouth, right?
It'll actually pull mercury.
Right.
Particles.
It'll leach.
Yeah, it'll leach into your mouth.
Oh, man.
And then when you get mercury in your stomach, then you get candida and all kinds of digestive issues. So,
I've been doing that, and then I've been not wearing makeup as much because I have yet to. I'm still on the warpath to find
Kate's warpath.
A makeup that I feel good about.
Yeah.
I'm not sure about some of these mineral powders. I've heard things that, supposedly they're mineral, but you're breathing the dust from this makeup. It's just like a dust, a cloud around you, and you're breathing in all that stuff. I haven't heard anyone in that world who knows what is actually in these products.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'm surprised there are not more natural makeups that aren't, the oils and things like that.
Yeah. I mean, and to be honest, I haven't looked a ton, but I'm just really starting to value that your skin is your largest organ.
Yep.
And what you are putting onto your skin is going into your body. And
directly into the bloodstream, bypassing detoxification organs like your colon and liver and things. Yeah.
So I'll keep people posted as I'm on my journey, and I would welcome any emails if people have found something, whether liquid or powder makeup, that they really feel good about. Send it my way, please.
Yeah, definitely. And, there's another really cool product that we've been using. We're actually an affiliate of them. It's called Vintage Tradition.
Oh, yeah.
That stuff is really good. It's the... what is it? It's raw grass-fed
beef tallow or cow tallow.
Tallow, the fat from the animal, and it's got some really nice essential oils in there.
Oh my gosh, I forgot to mention that. I love that. I use that every third night. When I use a coconut oil, a few nights use that one, and then I actually use that in the morning too, right after I get out of the shower, and leave that on my face if I'm not wearing makeup that day, and just leave it on all day long.
And guess who loves it the most?
Maggie the dog.
She
comes running.
She loves to lick it off.
Lick it off our faces. She smells the animal product probably.
Yeah.
That stuff's amazing.
It's really good. And we'll put a link to it on the show if you're interested. It's funny. I know we talk all the time about this, but it's really not that hard to stay healthy when you already have some level of health.
Yeah.
But if you're dealing with a chronic disease like cancer or something, then you're really doing an uphill battle, which is completely possible to reverse. But for the average person, it's really easy to stay healthy. I mean, we do zeolite every day, and I mean, that's it's just a little dropper tincture thing. And I do 3 drops or 4 drops 3 times a day of that in a little bit of water. I mean, how easy is that?
I know. It's these simple little what do you call it? Like regimens?
Yeah, it's just
disciplines.
Discipline. I mean, anyone could do that. You just drop a couple drops in some water and swallow it. I mean, it takes no effort.
Right. Right. We've been doing that with iodine drops too.
Iodine,
to balance our hormones. I've been doing it. That's something I've added in the last month. We've been drinking the clay for breakfast.
Oh yeah.
In our smoothies. That has been awesome.
So if you're interested in the zeolite, you can check that out. The one that we use is found at extremehealthradio.com/zeolite, and it's put out by a company called Touchtone Essentials, I think. And we're working on getting the president of that company on the show.
Cool. To
talk. He's a PhD kind of guy, and we're working on being able to talk with him about how he's putting together that zeolite and what zeolite does and everything, because I think it's just essential for people.
I do too.
In today's toxic world, I think it's just essential for them.
Yeah. No matter what your career is or what you're exposed to, you go outside and you're like breathing dust and fumes, and
it's amazing.
Lord knows what else.
And the one that you have now, you have the stronger one that you actually spray into your mouth.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
I just started that 2 days ago.
And it actually is the particle size. I think it's 0.03 microns, I heard. And that'll actually penetrate the cells themselves. So it'll actually go inside a cell and pull out toxins from inside the cell.
Dude.
It's amazing.
That's crazy because it just... Who knew? Like you spray it in your mouth and it tastes like nothing, like air, water.
It tastes like water, yeah.
Wow.
And it's just... for you being a hairstylist, that's just like, you just have to do it.
Right.
You just...
Yeah.
That's part of living, really.
I know.
And we do the clay, the actual powder. We do clay every day too, in our smoothies.
Yeah.
And someone recently asked how you take it. I didn't tell you this, did I?
No.
I think they asked in an email, how does Kate take her clay? And I said, well, sometimes if she's in a pinch, she'll just put it in water and swig it down.
I do.
That's crazy.
I do. I take a big tablespoon of it and put it in a shot glass with some water and swig it around or stir it around and just chug it. And it tastes like dirty socks meets like...
It's just gritty, isn't it?
Laundry water.
Yeah, it's just brown water.
It tastes like dirt.
Oh my god!
But it doesn't taste bad. It's weird, but I think the thing is then you have to follow it real quick with some more water because it'll kind of get like a little gritty and stuck in your throat. It's kind of
fun. It's not bad. How hard is that though to detox this stuff from your colon and clay? This clay is amazing. It's super high in silica. It's got I think 80 trace minerals in it.
Yeah.
It's just awesome stuff.
I love that. I feel good taking that clay, and I don't mind the grittiness, especially when it's like blended into a smoothie. Especially, it changes the texture of a smoothie,
right?
More than I've ever had, but you kind of just get used to it.
Yeah. If you put something fat in there, like an avocado or something, into your smoothie, it kind of just blends in and it becomes smoother. And
did I ever tell you that story about growing up with my neighbor next door? 2 doors down.
Herb?
Sorry, Deanna. She was two houses over. Oh, well, I think I probably did because this just reminded me of the clay. I don't know why, but I'll just tell you because it's funny. But she was growing those sea monkeys.
Oh yeah.
Do you remember this story?
Yeah. Well, I remember you saying something about sea monkeys.
This is so gross. Those little tiny. I don't know if anybody knows what sea monkeys are, but as a kid, you could they came freeze dried or dehydrated, and you poured water on them and they started living. It was really weird. Like Han Solo and in the what is that stuff called?
He was frozen. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't remember. Yeah. So she had all these things. They all came to life. Hundreds of them swimming around. They looked like little tiny baby shrimp with a bunch of little legs.
How big were they?
Oh, tiny. They were like a fourth of an inch, and they had all these little centipede looking legs and these little bug eyes. And I forget how this happened, but her sister was cleaning out their little tank, and put them into a Dixie cup, some of them, and had them all in these little cups. And Deanna and I were little, and she went over and she took one of them off the thing and just swigged it, thinking that her sister was making some kind of treat. Oh. And all of a sudden it hit her when they were down her throat, and she looks at me and opened her mouth and cried, and she had all these sea monkeys stuck in her teeth.
That's actually probably not bad for you, though.
You get the phytoplankton.
Yeah, you get some minerals.
And I remember thinking that they would probably feel like when I drink that clay.
Oh my gosh.
It's like this gritty,
That's funny.
Isn't that a great story?
Now, the clay is really cool, too, because you can use it in your bath. There's a lot of different uses for it. You can put it on scars and to turn around like keloid scars and change the energetic, do mud packing on it. And
That's
you can
cool.
There's 1,000 different uses for this kind of clay. It's really cool.
I think you can do a facial pack too, right?
Oh,
like a
yeah.
mask.
Do a mask with it. It's amazing stuff.
Yeah.
It's really cool because Michael King from Vitality Herbs and Clay puts out this stuff, and it's really cool because it's detoxifying, but it's also nutrition as well. So it nourishes you because it's got all the minerals and things in it, but it also detoxifies you. So it doesn't just strip things out of you; it actually builds you at the same time. And so that's why one of his taglines is detoxify, nourish, and build. And you can do that at all. He's got some awesome stuff on his website. For a while there, we got to buy some more of his greens mix. We got some of that.
Oh, right.
Man, it's just amazing stuff. If you're interested in any of that, just go to vitalityherbsandclay.com. And I think if you mention Extreme Health Radio or Justin, you'll get a free supply of Earth and Ormus too, for 2-week supply of that. And that's really
that's cool.
Yeah. And we've had Michael on the show. I think it was episode 40 or 44. If you want to listen to some of what he talked about, we got to have him on again. He's really good.
Yeah.
Really, really good. All right, Kate, we got to take a short break. Speaking of detoxification and cleansing, speaking of it, we're going to run an ad for the Zeolite.
Yes. Love that stuff.
Okay, we'll be back with the amazing Kate after this break.
Too kind.
It was really cool. A while back, we had Deborah Lynn Dad on our show, and that was episode number 45. She's kind of like the queen of detoxification and getting toxins and chemicals and poisons and drugs out of your body and out of your home. She has a really, really great website. And again, that was extremehealthradio.com/45, her interview that we had. And she turned us on to a really cool product. It's a natural zeolite, which is pretty amazing, actually. And if you're interested in that kind of thing, you could check it out at extremehealthradio.com/zeolite. That's ZEOLITE. That will redirect you to this really cool product that she turned us on to. And I talked with her at length about it. And I've been doing a lot of research about it. And zeolites are adsorptive, so they're positively charged. And they bind to anything that's negatively charged, which is like toxins and poisons and chemicals and all these things that we're exposed to. And what they do is they just pull them out of your bloodstream. The size of the zeolite molecule is really important too. So the smaller the size, the more powerful and the more toxins it's going to grab onto and flush out of your body. And this one I think is 0.03 microns, which is really, really small. I think it's the smallest in the industry from what I've learned and from what I've researched. So it's really, really a cool product. And if you're living in the modern world and want to get these heavy metals and toxins and poisons out of your bloodstream, check it out, extremehealthradio.com/zeolite. And it's about, I think, $24 per month for a bottle. And it's really a great way to get rid of these toxins and poisons out of your bloodstream and capillaries and out of the cells and all that kind of stuff. And we really, really liked the product and spoke with the company and trust Deborah. She's done a lot of great work. So if you're interested in that kind of thing, check it out, extremehealthradio.com/zeolite, or you can read about it more on our store as well. And thanks for listening, and let's get back to the show. Got the old air guitar going there.
That's going to be me playing the banjo at Preservation Music Hall.
Really?
Next summer, because I'm going to be this good.
Is that a threat?
That's a threat.
Wow.
Banjos are always a threat.
No matter how you slice it.
How can you not be threatening when you have or how can you when you have a banjo in your hand? No matter how you slice it, no matter how you pick it, strum it.
No matter how you pick it. Isn't this cool?
I love this music.
I love it. Awesome. All right, so we're going to be talking a little bit more about some of the things we do on a daily basis to stay healthy. One of the things I like to do every day is rebound, and it's my thing I do every day. I do for 10 minutes a day. I try to go for at least 10, if not 10 or 15. And with my knee, it's kind of, want to make sure I don't injure my knee, but I do rebounding because that's really, really good for Lots of different things. It's good for detoxing the lymphatic system. Amazing. If you have any kind of sickness, any kind of disease, rebounding's the top physical thing you could be doing.
Right. Really good for bone.
Yeah.
What do you call that?
Bone strength. Yeah, bone health. It really is good for that. And let's see, what else is good for? Detoxifying the lymphatic system. So a lot of cancer patients will do it.
Okay.
And they'll do it with oxygen and things. And it's just an amazing exercise. And you really can work out every single cell of your body that way.
I mentioned one to my friend this week, and she went out and bought one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Cool.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's no Bellicon, but it'll do.
Yeah. The Bellicon's the kind of the one we promote, and it's the best one out there. But yeah, just
getting your lymph going, no matter how you got to do it, is really important.
Yeah, it's just an amazing thing. And I mean, what exercise can you do that will work out your liver and your eyes? You know what I mean?
Sounds like a trick question.
Or your ear canal. I mean, it works every single cell of your body.
That is crazy.
So if you don't want to have glasses one day, then rebound every day.
Wow.
You know, it's really just an amazing thing.
That's crazy. If you want your toenails to grow faster,
that's right.
Rebound every day.
If you want to be in the NBA and be 6'9", rebound every day.
If you want to win the lottery, just go rebound.
Just rebound. No, but it's a really great exercise, and yeah, we highly, highly recommend it. And if you want to buy what I think is the best one, you can get the Bellicon. We sell that on our site. You can check it out.
And I've been starting to rebound more because I really value the benefits from it.
Yeah, and it's cool because it kind of wakes you up too. Sometimes I'll do it in the morning. I have it sitting right next to my workstation here in the office, and I should say studio.
Yeah, hello.
Studio. And
former office.
So I can't walk out of the desk or away from the desk without passing it. It's right next to the desk.
It calls out to you.
Yeah, and you can just do it for about a minute or so at a time, and I just add it up, and it's just awesome.
See, that's the cool thing about that and the sauna is that you can go in them for small amounts of time and you still get the benefits. And you can do your 20 minutes or your 10 minutes, even 5 minutes broken up if you don't have that time at one time, which I just think is so cool.
I've been learning recently that it's almost better to do that, to work out for small bits throughout the entire day than it is to sit for an entire day and then do 1 hour workout and then sit for the rest of the day.
I believe it.
Yeah, because we're just never meant to long periods of time of sitting the way we do. We're just not meant for that.
Yeah.
We're really meant to be moving all day long.
Right. I agree.
So what else? We make mushroom tea on a semi-regular basis. We'll get some shaga, or we'll get some reishi from Mountain Rose Herbs.
Right.
And we'll get some of those and make some tea with some goji berries and
rosemary.
We'll put some rosemary in there.
Right.
What else do we do in that tea?
I'm trying to think. It's been a little while.
It's been a little while since we made it. We'll put some reishi, shaga, goji berries, rosemary. Oh, pine needles for the
pine needles.
MSM and for all the minerals that come out of the pine needles.
Remember when we harvested that lady's tree in front of her house?
With pine pollen?
Yeah.
That was cool.
We're like going around town looking for pine trees. People thought we were crazy.
Who are these hippies coming over?
Yeah, trying to get up in our trees and take our pine pollen.
But she was so cool. We talked to her for a couple hour or an hour or so.
She invited us in her backyard. We got even better. Remember, she led us to her bigger tree?
Yeah.
She was like, take all the pine pollen. That was so cool. And then she actually was interested in what that did for her as well. I wonder if she ever made her own.
Yeah.
Whatever. What do we even make with it? How do we even eat that? I don't remember.
Well, you powder it.
What do we put it in? Smoothies?
Yeah, you put it in smoothies. So if you don't want to make your own powder, we promote one from Daniel Vitalis at Surthrival, and you can get it at extremehealthradio.com/Surthrival.
And that's a lot easier than having to scale a tree and powder it down.
Yeah.
It was so hard.
Yeah, we did that, and that was just so time-consuming. That was amazing.
Oh, my gosh.
I mean, it's really cool. It's a cool practice. If you have the time and you have a lot of pine trees in your area or whatever, on your property even,
yep.
It's really a cool thing. But, if you're not, if you live in the city and don't have a lot of time, something like that is good. And let's see. Yeah, we go to Mountain Rose Herbs and get those herbs and make the tea. What else do? I do 2 smoothies a day. Mm-hmm. I do usually a fruit one in the morning with an avocado and some berries and some superfood powders, the clay and all this kind of crazy stuff. And then I do a one in the evening that's more chocolate or carob. We have raw carob, and we do sometimes raw cacao powder or raw carob, and crack a coconut open and
throw that in there.
Get to business.
Get to business.
Yeah. And we also put a lot of different things in there. And those are super easy. Smoothies are really easy to do. Let's see.
And they're really filling. I feel like that becomes a meal like for longer than it is. Like I get hungrier if I eat a meal and then like 2 hours later I'm already hungry. Something about a smoothie, like I'll take that to work if I make a big one and I'm okay for like 5 hours. It's really strange.
Yeah, if you put some good things in there like chia seeds, it kind of bulk up, and an avocado or something, and some good fats and
coconut flesh, and
it really keeps you. Oops, sorry, Maggie.
Just kicked Maggie
in the head. Sorry, Maggie. Go back to sleeping.
She did. She's not worried about it.
She's on her side, right at my feet here.
Aww.
Little 10-pound dachshund.
Little 10-pound dachshund.
Let's see. We do some of the things I do at night are like a couple hours before bed. I'll turn the lights off and I'll just use candles, and I'll wear these blue light glasses that I have, and I feel like they really improve my sleep. Because it used to take me a long time to go to sleep. Sometimes it would take me like a half hour.
You mean you wear the blue light glasses when you look at the computer? When
I look at the computer, and anytime, really anytime at night for a few hours before bed. Because any light that hits your eyes in the evening, when theoretically we're not supposed to be exposed to light, tells your body to stop producing melatonin.
Gotcha.
Because your body thinks it's daytime and you should be awake. And so your body doesn't produce the melatonin so that you don't get sleepy. And so that's why a lot of people, computer guys, are up until 3 a.m. working, because they're staring into this blue computer screen. It's a constant source of light hitting the eyes. So
you would recommend those glasses even for people who don't work on computers at night?
I would.
Just if they have light in their house at all?
I would. I mean, they
Who doesn't have light in their house?
Yeah.
Unless we're living in a cabin or under a cellar.
We live in a cave. We don't have light. We're okay. We don't need to get the glasses.
That would be awesome.
But it's, because we're really not supposed to be exposed to light at all. We're really supposed to go to bed when the sun goes down, theoretically within an hour or two if we have a fire or something. So I would recommend getting these things. They'll make you sleep good, I think. So that's what I do. I wear those. There's also a program that you can get for your computer called Flux. It's Flux, and I'll put a link on this show page to that, and it actually will read your computer time.
Oh.
So it'll know what time it is, and progressively it'll get dimmer and dimmer and dimmer, but it doesn't get dimmer in terms of like turning the actual monitor off. It gets dimmer in terms of it reduces the blue light that's coming through.
I gotcha.
So it's that blue light that really is damaging to people.
I gotcha.
So anyway, that's what I do. And let's see, we do the sauna every day.
Oh, I love it before bed.
Oh, man.
A little bit before bed, because then you have to cool down and shower off, and makes you sleep like a baby.
Yeah, it's really great.
Yeah, that thing is, I can't say enough about that thing. We talk about it every single time, and I love it.
Yeah, I do it every day for 30 minutes. I usually watch a documentary for about 30 minutes and do the sauna. Let's see, what else do I do for the show or for the staying healthy? I have a standing desk, and that's, something that I work on. My knee's been hurting a little bit lately, so I've been using it, but I can adjust my desk at really any time I like. I just turn a wheel and my desk will go from sitting to standing, so I'll be able to stand anytime I need to. And I like to rotate back and forth so that I don't sit for too long or stand for too long. And so
that's a way to do it.
Yeah, I think so. And I'll do that. And we do walks. We walk our dog 3 times a day.
Yep. Sometimes 4 if she's lucky.
If she's lucky.
And if she's behaving.
So we'll do probably about 15 or 20 minute walk 3 times a day with her, just around town, down to the beach or whatever. And that's another thing. Walking's huge. Walking and swimming, I think, are the 2 most natural exercises.
Yeah.
I mean,
I do too.
Rebounding's not really that natural, but it's so amazing.
Right.
And what else do we do? We juice.
Oh gosh, we do a lot of things every day.
Yeah.
We juice.
Right. Love the juicer, and we do
that every day.
Every day, pretty much. Do 1 green juice a day, low sugar green juice.
Right. Lots of greens, just a green apple maybe, or a carrot here and there, or half a beet.
And let's see, we
take supplements every day.
Take ton of supplements. I heard recently that Jack LaLanne used to take 100 supplements a day.
Oh my gosh.
Isn't that amazing?
100 a day?
Yeah.
Well, it worked for him.
It worked for him. He was working out all the way up, pretty much up until the day he died.
Dang.
I think it was like 96 or something. It's not bad.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, we take a lot of supplements. We take enzymes and probiotic supplements and hydrochloric acid. Those are kind of the main ones.
Right.
And then
Staples.
We'll add in some other ones for liver support or things, milk thistle and things.
And things were going. I have to say, ever since I have taken D-mannose, I don't know how you say it, that for the urinary tract, I used to have like problems for years, like where you get a bladder infection. And I have not had one of those ever since I've taken this stuff.
Really?
No. And I'm prone to them, and I never, ever have had one.
Wow.
I swear by it.
Wow.
I know. One of my clients told me about it, and I have not looked back. Like, now I can't go, like, I ran out the other day, and I had to make a special trip out to the vitamin store to find that supplement because it is something I swear by.
Wow.
Yep.
That's cool. We got to take another break. It's time.
Time flies.
Time flies.
Time flies, whether you're having fun or not. In this case, I'm having fun.
We're having a good time. So, all right, we're going to run a little ad for the Austin Air Purifier, which is really, really awesome. So check this out. We'll be right back after this break. So recently we had a really, really great doctor and author on our show, Dr. Doris Rapp, and she was on episode number 56. And she talked about these really great Austin air purifiers and the necessity of having clean air in your house. And she was talking about how inside of our houses, the air is very, very toxic, and it's more toxic than even outside. And the reason is because there's chemicals that are off-gassing from our paints that are in our house, our chemicals, and our carpets, and the dust and the pollen and the mold and everything else that's inside the air of our house. And we don't get good ventilation. And so having some of these air purifiers are really, really critical. And I spoke with her at length off the air about why she likes these Austin air purifiers and why she promotes them. And it turns out that not only do they get rid of the pollens and the allergens and the dust and the particles and everything that's floating around in your air like most purifiers do, which is great, but they also get rid of, I think, 3,000 different chemicals that are inside. They're just floating around your house. And, you know, these things end up in our lungs and in our bloodstream and all of that kind of stuff. And Doris Rapp has been researching this kind of information for many, many years. I think she's in her 80s now, so she really has a handle on which products are good and which products are not so good. And she recommends the Austin Air. And after talking with her, doing a ton of research on my own, and speaking with a company and looking into it from a lot of different angles, we agree with her. So if you're interested in a good quality air purifier, check it out. You can learn more at extremehealthradio.com/Austin, and you'll be redirected to a website that will sell these things. And they're really, really great machines, and I highly recommend them. If you have a baby, you want to have these things in their room or in the room where you sleep, or you can take them out and put them in your family room. So if you want to listen to that episode, extremehealthradio.com/56 to learn what she says about them, feel free, but we highly recommend them. So it's extremehealthradio.com/Austin, or you could check out our store and learn more about it on there as well. So thanks for listening, and let's get back to the show. I'm a little out of breath from the old rebounder there. I like to do that during the breaks of the shows.
Perfect way to spend a break, huh?
Yeah, it kind of wakes you up a little bit. It's good.
So speaking of migraines.
Sure.
You like that? You like that segue?
I love it. Yeah. That's just,
it's time for Fun Facts with Kate.
Fun Facts with Kate.
Okay.
Here we go.
Here's what you can do to juice to have a natural migraine reliever.
Oh, really?
I've only had one migraine in my life, and it was the worst.
You know what? I had one. I don't know if this was a migraine, but I had one at the gym once.
Oh.
It was, oh my gosh. It must have been a migraine. I had to go in the other room in the gym, and and just sit there and try to get rid of it.
Did you really?
Yeah. Oh,
How long ago?
about a month ago?
What? You never told me that.
I know. I don't know why.
Wow. Well, if you had your juicer at the gym, you could have done this.
I shouldn't leave anywhere without my juicer.
And in your backpack that you had, if you had a pineapple, kale, celery, cucumber, lemon, and ginger, it would have gotten rid of your migraine.
All right. So what is it again?
Okay. It's a half a cup of pineapple.
Half a cup of pineapple.
No, I'm sorry. A half of a pineapple.
A half. Okay.
Yeah. Half of a whole pineapple. 3 to 4 kale leaves.
Okay.
A fourth of a lemon.
A fourth of a lemon.
A half of a cucumber.
Okay.
Let's see. A stick of celery. I would probably put in a little bit more than that.
Yeah.
A couple sticks of celery, depending on how you
Yeah.
slice it.
Get the salt. Good salts in there.
And then a half an inch of ginger root.
Really? Mm-hmm. And that's supposed to be good for. Where do you find this stuff?
Know, right?
You just.
Fun facts. I have my fun ways.
You have your sources.
My sources. And then something else I came across. We all know that sodas aren't good for us, but these are actually 5 dangers I read of diet soda.
Ooh, wow.
Oh, I know.
As if there's really any less danger with a diet soda than a regular, you know?
I know. But
funny.
Here's what it says.
Okay.
Diet soda drinkers have a dramatically higher risk of heart attack and stroke.
Oh, wow.
Aspartame is linked to high blood pressure, dizziness, fatigue, and even sleep disorders.
Okay.
Waistlines of those who consumed diet drinks expanded 70% faster than those who didn't.
Wow.
Diet soda drinkers stop associating sweetness with calorie and fullness, leading to overeating, weight gain, and elevated sugar levels. And the acid wears down your tooth enamel. We kind of all knew that. Battery acid is a 1 on the pH scale, and cola is a 2.5.
Really? Oh my gosh.
You're better off just making a battery acid shot.
So the battery acid in your car is less acidic than...
Apparently.
Oh my god.
Isn't that wild?
Yeah.
So there you go. Fun facts with Kate.
You know, it's funny. It's not funny, but everyone, man, people, you look at the health of the people that drink this. I can't believe adults still drink Coke.
I know.
That's amazing to me.
The world drinks sodas. It blows your mind.
I can't get over that.
I know.
It's crazy.
I'm so glad that's something I was never addicted to.
I never. I mean, I drank it. I used to drink it with pizza. You know,
sure.
It's a great combination in terms of taste.
Yeah.
But
I never I have unnamed clients who still come into the salon, and they'll have they'll walk in with one in a can, and that'll be their third one that day, and they'll be like, I had one when I woke up before breakfast. It's my kind of coffee thing. And I'm like, oh my gosh.
Wow. Because not to mention, the aspartame has been linked to so many diseases, and then you got the genetically modified corn that's going into the corn syrup. And then it's sitting in a can, probably in the back of a truck in the midday
probably
sun.
For years.
Leaching aluminum and metal into it. And then it's probably the water it's actually made from is probably tap water filled with chlorine and chloramine and fluoride.
Oh.
You know what I mean? And
man. And then it's poured into a plastic cup with a plastic straw. Or you're drinking it straight out of the can.
Loaded with phytoestrogens and phthalates and chemicals from plastic.
And you wonder why people are sick.
Yeah.
People don't think about it, though.
No. I mean,
I never thought about it.
Yeah, you just think, it's just...
I know. Anyway.
Yeah.
Fun but disturbing facts with Kate.
Fun yet disturbing facts. I like it.
Thank you.
Another thing that we're going to try to do is, or at least what we do now is water upon rising. So we'll get up and drink a bunch of lemon water.
That's a nice way to put that.
Yeah.
That's cute.
And we'll do that in the morning, and it really flushes out your system, rehydrates you from being dehydrated all night at sleeping.
Yep. Lemon water's huge. It makes you feel so good to start out with that.
Yeah, lemon water is great, and it's good to flush your system out first thing in the morning. We drink as much as we can, maybe about 8 ounces or 16 ounces, but people drink way more than that too.
I drink 2 gallons. That's all you drink? A couple ounces?
Couple ounces? What kind of wussy are you? No, but that's really a good thing. And let's see. One of the other things I do every night is I do some stretching and meditation.
Yes, you do.
Every single night. And I do the meditation for about 10 minutes. And I know this is something that you were thinking about doing too.
Yeah, so what do you do?
I turn all the lights off and I put on some music, really soothing kind of music. You can find it on YouTube. You can just type in meditation music, and I'll put that on, and I'll put some candles on, and I'll just sit, and you just focus on your breath. You just try to clear your mind of just thinking. I think of it like the equivalent of, coming in from, I don't know, fishing or being in construction all day long, and you're dirty and disgusting and sweaty and gross. And it's almost the equivalent of like walking into the house and just showering off. It's like you're just, we do it with our physical bodies with cleansing zeolites and things, but our emotional life is just completely dirty. It's stressful. We've got all this drama going on with coworkers and things. And I think of it as equivalent of just taking a shower and just cleaning off.
That's so cool.
And what I just sit there and I just have the music on and I just focus on my breathing and try to breathe in as deeply as I can.
Do you sit in a chair or you sit on the ground?
I sit on the ground. And I'll do it and I'll breathe in through my nose and out through my mouth. And then at the top of the breath, when I breathe all the way in, I'll hold it for a couple seconds and then let it all out slowly. And I just keep doing that. And you'd be surprised how fast time goes.
Wow.
You do it for 10 minutes. And I have a little interval timer. You can do a Google search for that and put your phone next to you, hopefully not close to you so you're not exposed to radiation. But you can have an interval timer and you can just set it to go for 10 minutes and it'll just do a little beep, beep, beep in 10 minutes.
That is so cool.
That way you know when you're done.
Right, because that's my problem. I'll constantly be checking, like I'll try to relax, but I always want to know what time it is and how long I've been there. So it kind of takes away from getting into the groove. Yeah,
and a lot of people think that meditation is kind of weird and mystical, and it's really not. I mean, it's really just nothing more than
trying to calm your mind down, it sounds like.
Yeah, just turning your mind off and just trying to focus on your breath.
That's an art, because I can't even do that. Like, who can do that? I mean, I guess it's just going to take a huge discipline. That's something I really want to get into. It's
the benefits of meditation. Do a search on it on the internet, benefits of meditation. And I mean, it's just amazing what all the health benefits there are to that. And there's nothing weird or spooky about it. You just sit there and breathe. Essentially, we do the same thing in that little space where we go to sleep every night.
Right.
You're really just turning your mind off. And as soon as you turn your mind off, then you can let yourself go.
Yeah.
And meditation is just amazing. So I do that, and sometimes I'll watch a documentary when I'll do some stretching before bed, and that helps me sleep too. Doing some stretch, I do about 30 minutes of stretching, and we got to get back into yoga too.
We stink.
We don't stink.
No, but we were so good for a long time there, over a year.
Yeah.
Oh, well, we'll get back.
So that's basically some of the things that we do. And we got some listener questions here. Let's see here. Rob writes in. Let's see. Hey there, Justin. Just want to say hi, and I really appreciate the radio programs. I've been encouraged so much by listening to you and your guests who have turned their lives around. Thank you so much. I'm not sure if you have interviewed Chris Shades from Quicksilver. He has an amazing mercury poisoning turnaround story and helps others to get the nasty stuff out. And then he sends me a link. It's amazing how this works. I've known about Christopher Shades for a long time.
Really?
Yeah, he puts out the best, I believe, glutathione there is in the market. And glutathione's the main detoxification mineral.
He works for Quicksilver?
Well, no, not. I think you're thinking of like the surfing company.
Oh yeah, what were you?
No, Quicksilver, quicksilverscientific.com.
Oh, but you didn't say that in the thing, did you?
Well, he leaves the link. I didn't say the whole link, but he just says from Quicksilver.
Got you.
And so it's funny. I just reached out to him to be on the show.
No way.
And then I got this email. It's amazing.
Oh, that's weird.
Yeah. So thanks, Rob. I really appreciate it. We're working on getting him on. A lot of these guests are so busy and so booked up for months. So sometimes we have to book months out to get the guests on. And Marcel writes in, our friend Marcel. Yeah, he's great. He's been writing in, and we love hearing from him. And he says, "Hi, Justin. Just received our sauna today. I tried it tonight. I started with only 15 minutes, and I sweated a lot, and I was really surprised. In a few days, I'll be able to comment a little bit more. Thank you so much, Marcel, and say hi to Kate."
Oh,
that's cool.
Thank you, Marcel. I'm so glad you're enjoying it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the best thing I think we've ever got.
Oh my gosh,
you'll love it as much as we love ours.
Yeah, it's amazing. And Stella wrote in, "Hi, Justin. I was wondering if you could have Konstantin Monastersky on your show one more time, please. I would love for him to come on so you can ask him what he thinks about the sauna and so many other questions I would like to ask him. He doesn't respond to my emails," laughing out loud. I think I overloaded his inbox. So what do you think? Yeah, Stella, thank you so much. We are working on getting him back on the show again.
Cool.
He's a real different kind of guy. He talks about fiber, and he was on the show talking about the dangers of fiber and,
which you don't hear very often.
Yeah,
I think the opposite.
He says fiber is toxic.
Huh.
So it's really, we love talking to guys like that and just getting different perspectives. And then Gossier writes in, I happened to write her at the very same time she wrote me. So it was funny. I was writing her an email back, and as I'm writing, I get an email from her.
Oh, wow.
And she says, "Justin, this happened again. I was just about to write you because I just got out of the shower after a half hour of my first time ever in the sauna.
Nice.
It was hot and wet, but I feel so great. Well, I was a chicken and only used it on half speed, but still, it's so cool. Thank you so much. I know I'll be using it every day. I can't wait for tomorrow morning. I'm going to wake up and go for my hike and then jump in for 10 or 15 minutes, take a shower, and then go to work." And she talks about how she's going on a trip overseas, and she says, "I'm going to be missing my sauna already, or I'm already missing my sauna. Thank you again, Justin. I will listen to your last interview tomorrow. Please tell Kate I will write her. She wrote me an amazing email. What a great girl. I have so much to say to her, and I want to have more time to write."
Aw.
And she also says that she watched Fat, Sick, and Nearly Dead. And we're working on having that guy on the show.
Cool.
Joe, I forget what his last name is. Joe something, but we're
Joe
going to... Joe Ozzy.
Joe from Australia.
Joe from Australia.
Yeah, that guy's so cool.
And let's see, we got a lot of other stuff to get to. I wrote a couple articles recently that I wanted to share just a little bit about. The last two ones. One was called Being Healthy is Just a Means to an End. And the one before that was called Why Are You Living Somebody Else's Dream for Your Life?
Huh.
And that's under the blog section if you're interested. It's just under Justin's blog. And we've been trying to write some more articles, trying to do it every day here if we can.
Gosh darn it. It's taking me a long time to get back at that. But
to write more, yeah.
I'm not forgetting.
No, that's no problem. And so the one I wrote about being healthy is just a means to an end. I was basically just talking about how people make health their full-time job. And it's really interesting because a lot of people that do so are also dealing with chronic diseases, so they have to.
Right.
If you're trying to overcome cancer, health is your full-time job now to get back to health.
Yeah.
But what happens with a lot of people, I feel, is they stay at that level where health is the whole entire thing. Like the whole life is basically health. And that's great if you're helping people. It's really important to me. I love to help people and to inspire people to be healthier. But really, why are you wanting to be healthy? I mean, what's really the point? Why do you want to be healthy? You basically want to be healthy so that you can give back to the world, right?
Right. You would help.
Yeah. So in the article, I give an example of someone who is living a very toxic life, and they come up with a diagnosis of cancer, and then their life is stressful and dramatic, and they're not very nice to people, and then they get cancer, and then they realize, oh shoot, I need to get healthy. And so let's say they go through a natural treatment and cure themselves. Now what?
Yeah.
Right?
Right.
Where are they going to go from there? You could either choose to go live your toxic life again and probably get another diagnosis, or you could change your entire life and actually go out into the world and do something with your unique gifts and your unique talents, And I just feel like health is just giving us the ability to carry out
what we're made to do,
our mission on earth.
Yeah.
And so if your mission is to be a basketball player, or your mission is to be a sports person or a news anchor, health should be the supporting factor in your ability to impact other people's lives in a way that's meaningful and, and that whole idea.
Yeah.
So a lot of people just focus on health.
But for what?
Yeah.
Right.
If you're, what good is it to be an abusive husband if you're nice and healthy?
Right. No, right.
It's really not it's really just a means to an end, I think. Something is deeper is, why do we want that vitality? Why do we want that energy? Why do we want to live a long time? Because we have
things to do
and things to accomplish and people to affect and lives to change,
Yeah.
And so that was what that article was about. And
yeah, that's a cool concept.
The other one was, why are you living someone else's dream for your life? And that was kind of just a little thing about how I feel like a lot of people have this perception of themselves in a way that's much different than how other people perceive them.
Mm-hmm.
And so what seems like is everyone really has an idea of who they think you are. So for you, Kate, certain people might think you're a certain way, right? And as long as you act in that way, they're going to be comfortable with who you are.
Right.
But if you don't act in that way to them, they're going to look at you surprised, like, Kate, really?
Yeah.
You like to do that? Really? I didn't know that.
Right.
Or
you're capable of disappointing me in that way?
Yeah.
Right.
And so everyone has an expectation of who they think other people are, and we all live according to the expectations of what we think other people have placed on us. And it's just really weird. Because a lot of us are much more than who we give to people.
Right.
And what I give to a certain person is only a small piece of the pie of who I really am. And when I act in a way that's not according to that, they were really surprised and didn't know that I could do certain things or had certain opinions. And my question in that article was, why are you living in a way that facilitates other people being comfortable with their thoughts about who they think you are? Why don't you just live your life? Step out and just be who you really are, and
that's hard to do, though.
It's hard to do. Yeah, it's hard to do.
Especially after like a lifetime of people's perceptions, and you kind of all of a sudden buy into the fact that you buy into the lie that you have to keep up that persona. Right. Otherwise you'll freak people out.
We were talking with a friend recently, and we were talking about all kinds of crazy things. Remember at dinner time, and we were talking with him, and we were talking about conspiracy theories and, unschooling, and what else were we talking about? 9/11 and all kinds of just crazy, I think aliens and, just entertaining all kinds of fun ideas, interesting concepts. And at some point, oh no, it wasn't in that conversation. It was in a text message to you.
Oh, right.
He said, good luck, because now you realize that for the rest of your life, you're going to be an actor.
Yeah. You're an actor for life.
You're an actor for life. And
what he was saying by that is everyone that thinks they know you or thinks they have you figured out,
right,
don't really know you at all. So, and if they really did, if anyone really knew who we really were at our core,
yeah,
you wouldn't be all that popular or have a lot of friends, I'm sure.
Right.
Or maybe we would. But he's saying, like, get used to that. Get used to being an actor. Like, you're always going to have to, you've always been living in that way, so you're still going to have to continue that if you want to be seen as somewhat normal or acceptable. Or
yeah, so at some point, we have to do a little bit of dancing around and balancing, right? We have to, keep the peace to some extent. But not sharing your opinions and not sharing your real thoughts about things, to me, I think is a form of disease, really.
Yeah.
Because it's really causing emotional trauma, like we've been learning from Bradley Nelson and Peter DeWitt and things, where that emotional trauma is a stressor, and it gets downloaded into certain parts of the body.
Yeah. You're going to carry it somewhere.
You're going to carry it somewhere. And it's really important to speak your mind and say things. It's not always easy.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, for us, most of who we interact with is not going to agree with anything that we say.
Right.
We've got a lot of crazy ideas. Maybe we'll get to them later on in later shows, but just about everything that we think in life is
probably different than most people think that we are.
Yeah, everything. Politics, finance, money, health, everything.
Yeah.
Different. Education and human potential. And, you know, it's just, you know, it's really a balancing act. But my challenge in that article was for you to figure out some ways where you can start expressing more of who you are to people.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
You know, it was interesting this week when you said at the beginning how people, the way we view ourselves and the way other people view us. That's the stuff you were talking about right there, is like emotionally, mentally, all that stuff. But this week on Facebook, someone had posted a link to the Dove soap company. And did you hear about this?
No.
It's so crazy. They did this experiment where they had a guy that used to, I think he's done drawings for the FBI for the last like 30 years. He does the sketches, like when there's a crime and someone gets a glimpse of the person and they describe it to him. He's the one who's like draws the person up.
Okay.
Just from what he hears. And usually it looks very much like the person they're looking for.
Really? So
he had these women, these 5 or 6 women, I believe. There's a whole video on it you can watch. They all came into the room. There was a curtain between him and them. And he said, describe to me what you look like. And they would give these features and characteristics that they saw themselves as.
Is he blind?
No.
He's not blind. Okay.
He just had to go off of not seeing them. This is what he does. It's pretty amazing.
Women come into, there are 5 women that come into the room.
They come in one at a time. They sit on a couch. There's a curtain between them. He's in this big open studio loft thing, and he's drawing what he hears them say about themselves, what they look like. So
he can't see them?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, he says, describe what you look like to me, and he starts drawing them. Then, after that woman leaves the room, every woman that he ends up drawing had met with a stranger for like 2 minutes and talked to them, had a conversation, and then the strangers went away. You know, the people, they parted. So after he draws the woman, he brings in the stranger that the woman had a conversation with, and he goes, hey, describe that woman. Does
each woman have the conversation with the same guy?
Yeah. Okay. Same guy drawing.
No, but the stranger, is that
the different stranger for each woman.
Is it 5 different strangers?
Yes.
Okay.
So the stranger that met with a particular woman will then come in right after the woman, and the artist will say, hey, describe to me the woman you just had a conversation with. And they describe the woman, right? Well, at the end of it, they put the 2 portraits side by side, and they have the women come in and look, and the ones that they describe themselves as are just so not attractive.
Oh, really?
No, just totally. I mean, they're not horrible, but some of them are just, the things they focused on were like, skin blemishes and a mole and a scar and things like that. And the drawing wasn't very pretty. And then you look at the one that the stranger described them as, and it totally looks like them. And it's just this whole prettier version and pure. And it's just an example of what happens when we think about ourselves and the judgments we place on ourselves and what we're focused on, when the rest of the world doesn't even see that stuff. And it was such a cool experiment, and the women were so lovely in how they were described, and none of those things that they were insecure about came up in those second drawings at all. It's a really neat video. If you probably go to Dove and do a search for the latest.
Maybe we'll try to put that on the show page.
It's really neat.
What would we search for that? Dove?
I'll look on the iPad while you write that down.
Yeah, Dove. I'll put down Dove video.
It's a new one. It's really neat. I'm sure a lot of people have seen it. It's going around. It's pretty viral, but...
Yeah, it's just this whole idea of living up to other people's expectations is really just damaging, I think. I mean, everyone has their thoughts and their plans of what they think you should do with your life based on a version of you that's not even actually true. You know what I mean? I mean, it's they have this idea of who they think you are, and as a result of that, they think you should do certain things, act a certain way, and pursue certain goals, and it's not even really who you are, what you want to do. I mean, in life, we get so bogged down with, as a high school kid, what college you're going to go to. Everything's the next thing. And
Right.
what college you're going to go to, what grades you're going to get,
Right.
what are you going to do after college, who are you going to marry. It's all these goals it's just, man, it's just so stressful. And
There's no end.
yeah, I don't even know. I mean, it's just,
I know.
it's crazy how we are living someone else's reality for our life. Most people are doing jobs they don't want to do. They're sick and they're unhealthy and they're stressed out from their jobs they don't like. And all as a result of, we're kind of conditioned by society to go out and get a job and do something that you hate to do.
I know.
But I just want everyone to go out and to do something that they want to do, because everyone has a unique gift.
Right.
Everyone has a hobby and a passion where they can help people pursue those types of things. And that's,
if we all tapped into that, imagine what we could accomplish.
yeah. So did you find that video?
A bunch of stuff's coming up, but I don't see the real, oh, here it is. Yeah. Dove Real Beauty Sketches under YouTube. I think that's it. Dove Real Beauty Sketches.
Okay, I got it written down. We'll put it on the show page, and it's on YouTube.
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
It's really neat.
Okay, what else do we have to get to today? We have the final quote.
I have a final quote.
You want to do that?
Let's do it.
Okay.
The inspirational quote for the day from Brad Gast.
From Kate.com.
Kate.com. No matter what happens, no matter how far you seem to be away from where you want to be, never stop believing that you will somehow make it. Have an unrelenting belief that things will work out, that the long road has a purpose, that the things that you desire may not happen today, but that they will happen. Persist and persevere. Your desired path remains possible.
Wow.
Pretty cool.
I like that. You just stumbled across that on the internet?
I did.
Wow. That's a good quote.
So many quotes out there.
We'll put that on the show page too, extremehealthradio.com/90.
Awesome.
If you're interested in that. And that's about it. We're going to wrap up this show. We've only got to about 10% of the things that we wanted to get to. We could do a 2-hour show.
I know. We should one of these days.
Yeah, we could
If
easily
anyone wants to hear us talk that long.
Yeah, if they want to hear that. Hear us talk. I want to thank everybody for joining us. It's really an honor and a privilege to be doing this show for you guys, and hopefully you're getting some good content out of it and getting some good information out of it and just being inspired to live a better life. That's our goal for you. And let's see, if you want to join our mailing list, feel free to do that, extremehealthradio.com/subscribe. We'd love to have you join there. We send you emails about once a week on different show topics and different things. And follow us on Facebook too. Please send this link to your friends if you think they might be interested in this particular show, or follow us on Facebook. That would be great. And pass this link on to your friends and share our show as much as you can. That would be a really, really great way for us to grow and to rely on you guys.
Yeah.
And let's see, we've got a great store. Like I mentioned earlier, we are rebuilding it, but we sell the saunas, and talked a lot about the different products we sell on the store, and we're going to be rebuilding that. And I want to thank the last couple people that have donated. I want to thank them. They're so cool, and it's so awesome to get donations from you guys, and we rely on your donations big time.
Thank you. And
we desperately need them to keep everything free and to make sure we can pay our bills. There's lots of new equipment that we're going to be buying, and monthly fees for the show. So
yeah,
if you'd like to donate any amount, we would be so grateful and so appreciative of that. There's donate buttons on the right sidebar of our show, of our website. And that's really just basically it.
That's a wrap.
That's how we do it in the business.
As they say in the business.
That's how we do it in the business.
Oh, I love it.
No, thank you so much, everybody. And I hope you're having a great day. And I just want to thank you for joining us and being a part of what we're doing here. And please call our voicemail line, extremehealthradio.com/voicemail. Leave us a voicemail. We'd love to interact with you. And in the future, we'll do calls on Skype.